What's up guys, I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never and welcome back to another update on Hoppy. If you enjoy this style of content, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, none of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
Okay, so I actually had to record this Hoppy video yesterday, less than 24 hours ago, but a lot has changed, so I'm going to add this little section in. So you can see right here, 14 hours ago, 335 million was liquidated from the crypto market in the past 60 minutes after Israel launches strikes on Iran. And if you look at the Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin got hammered. If you look at the Ethereum chart, Ethereum got hammered. I believe when you guys are watching this video that Ethereum was around 2,700. And just to give a quick little update, I would essentially treat Ethereum as if the breakout never happened. Similar to the Donald Trump Elon Musk news where we actually broke beneath this pattern. We ended up breaking right back into the pattern. Now we have fallen right back into the pattern. So as far as I am concerned, we are still consolidating in this pattern. We'll see how this candle actually closes though. But I am still watching all of the levels that I talked about in this video. Just understand that a lot of this stuff has been accelerated because of the war. Enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, so in my previous Hoppy video, I was talking to you guys about how Hoppy was coming down and it was retesting key levels again. And as of right now, Hoppy has actually had a decent bounce. Now it's starting to drop again, but it's still back over a $10 million market cap. Hoppy had actually dropped down into that 8 million range. But if you're just looking at the chart from a technical analysis standpoint, you could say that Hoppy is potentially forming a double bottom. And double bottoms can oftentimes be excellent reversal patterns. Now, obviously, the main thing that's going to matter for Hoppy right now is Ethereum. Because you can see Ethereum finally had a strong breakout and we actually had a very strong close above the 200-day moving average. This yellow line right here is the level that I've been telling you guys to watch for a long time. However, the two most recent candles are red, which also explains why Hoppy's two most recent candles are red. So those of you guys who are wondering why Hoppy isn't holding up very well, that's also because Ethereum's dropping. Now, do understand I am having to record this video a little bit early, so you guys won't actually see this until tomorrow. But as we stand right now, I am staying true to what I've been saying from a technical analysis standpoint. In all of my previous videos, I've been talking about how I won't be shocked at all if price action comes back down and has a bullish retest off of the 200-day moving average. If we can come back down here and bounce off of this level again or bounce off of these previous highs, then that could be a nice support and resistance flip. If we can have a support and resistance flip, then the next breakout would be the one that I am truly bullish on. We just want to make sure that price action doesn't break right back into this pattern. It is now very important for us to stay above the 200-day. Now, Hoppy is in a little bit of a similar situation. We don't want to see Hoppy end up losing this previous support level. If we see Hoppy break beneath this range, then there's a chance that we absolutely go lower. Ideally, we want to see Hoppy put in a higher low, and then we want to see a higher local high. If we can see Hoppy put in a higher local high, then we could end up seeing a higher high even above this level right here. And if we look at this level from a market cap standpoint, this level was around 25-ish million. So it all starts on the smaller time frames. But from a macro standpoint, it is actually very important that we do break above this previous 25 million range. It is very important that we see a higher local high. If we don't put in a higher local high, then Hoppy could just range down here for a long time. Now, if we take a look at Hoppy on CoinMarketCap, you can see that Hoppy's volume is still decent, but it's dropped a little bit. It's down to 1.83 million. There a couple months ago, Hoppy's volume was ranging between 4 to 5 million. And if we look at where most of it's coming from right now, Bitmart has 34%, BingX has 13%, and LBank has 12%. Hoppy's two largest listings, Gala and MEXC, only have about 11% combined. In general, though, I'm going to continue saying the same thing about Hoppy because I know a lot of you guys want to see major exchange listings. In order for Hoppy to get new exchange listings, we need to see the volume increase. Hoppy's volume being 1.83 million is not enough for it to get some tier 2s and tier 1s. That's just the reality of the situation. We want to see Hoppy's volume get up into that 4 to 5 million range and stay up there. Preferably if it could get up into that 10 mil range. But most of the time, volume doesn't just happen overnight. It's also extremely important that Hoppy keeps its community engaged. If you look at their X account, they're still doing a pretty good job of posting every single day. But for the Hoppy community, you guys have to be rating every single day. If you guys aren't constantly putting in work for your bag, then you can't expect this project to grow. That's just the reality of how meme coins work. The strongest communities are usually the best projects. Now, lastly, I do want to take a little look at Bitcoin. So if we look at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, you can see that we still look solid. And I show you guys the M2 global liquidity all the time because, again, I think it's very important. And you can see that M2 global liquidity has been breaking out since January. And as of right now, we are still breaking out and we are actually putting in higher highs again. This is very important because global liquidity usually front runs breakouts. And then I've also been showing you guys the monthly time frame a lot recently because I think the monthly looks very bullish. We had two very strong candle closes in a row, and the second candle right here was actually the highest close that Bitcoin has ever had. Oftentimes when you see a close this strong, you will get a continuation candle. And naturally, the better that Bitcoin does, the better that Ethereum is going to do. And if Ethereum breaks out, it's going to help Pepe and Pepe derivatives like Hoppy. But again, you also can't just rely on Ethereum breaking out in order for Hoppy to break out. I can't stress this enough. It is extremely important that the Hoppy community stays active. You guys have to raid every single day. But that's about it for the update today. In general, the market looks much better than it did a few months ago. And there's a lot of macro news that seems to be coming together. There's absolutely a chance that we are just getting started. But if you guys are interested in Hoppy and other microcaps and just getting into projects early in general, then I always recommend taking a look at my Discord. We've been printing in here this entire bull run. As a lot of you guys know, I first posted a buy alert for Hoppy at a $580,000 market cap and it ran up to 147 million, which is a 253x. And if you look at the crypto gain section, we are printing in here pretty much every single day. So if this is the kind of community that you'd like to be a part of, you can find the link right here on my YouTube homepage. I'd love to see you guys in here. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments how you guys are feeling about Hoppy. If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.